What are you doing here?
Helen, sorry to intrude, James.
Burnt down any more laboratories recently?
That was 10 years ago, and it was an accident.
Really? What do you want, Adam?
I need your help, Helen. Rather urgently, I'm afraid.
Indeed.
It's my daughter, Imogene. She's gravely ill. Rare blood disease. I've tried everything, every treatment, every method possible.
Then what do you expect of me?
Well, I've been following your work. You're known as an expert in the fringes of medical science.
My research is private.
Helen, you must know by my being here how desperate I am. I beg of you, help her.
5 milligrams diluted arsenic, James.
Helen, the fever.
If we wait for it to break, she won't make it through the night. Quickly now. Stay with us, Imogen. We're going to fight this. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yes, I am a physician, but I can't see how that would concern the Prime Minister's office.
Well, I think you'll agree. Not just any physician.
Because I'm a woman.
Well, of course, in and of itself, that is odd. But no. I was thinking more of your work with strange and dangerous creatures. Abnormals, I believe you call them. You see, we know all about your father's sanctuary, and you taking up his mantle.
Prime Minister, I'm afraid you've been misinformed. I really don't understand.
Excuse me. That'll be the others. Nigel Griffin. Invisible Man. Dr. James Watson, Detective Supreme. And Nikola Tesla. Vampire, genius. And Montague John Druitt, menace to society. Sir, down to business? You see, we've known about you and your colleagues for some time, and we've given you your head because we thought the day would come when the 5 of you might prove useful.
Well, I'm flattered.
That day is here. I'm proud to offer you now the opportunity to serve your country.
I'm Serbian.
Just ignore him.
Why are you here exactly?
You are aware of a gentleman called Adam Worth?
You mean the pipsqueak from school?
Well, once perhaps, but now a genius mind warped by rage and mania. And I might add, quite a headache for our Secret Service Bureau.
A man after my own heart. And I would dispute the term genius.
Yes, we did know Adam years ago, but we've not seen him since then. What's he done?
Our service agents tell us that Mr. Worth has amassed the funds and the technology to enact a great and dangerous crime upon this city.
Which is?
A rather deadly toxin has been stolen, and a great many Britons may die as a result.
Well, surely the Crown has a means of stopping him.
Well, I'm afraid Mr. Worth's organization has grown roots deep inside British society. I am sorry to say, deep inside my government, too.
You need a group of independent agents.
With special talents.
Who are acquainted with his past.
How certain are you of this threat?
The stakes could not be higher.
This comes from the King himself.
His Majesty's orders were quite specific.
Well, Victoria was wrong about him. Old Edward certainly does have a backbone.
Surely you must have misheard.
Sounds like we've been hired for a job.
Like a theatre troupe.
Kill Worth just because his lordship says so.
He's not a lord. He's a king. And no, go to hell, Mr. Prime Minister.
Seconded.
Right, do it yourself, you lazy squids.
Indeed. We are not assassins. Not for political gain, at least.
Darling.
Pity. Undertaking this project would be in your best interests.
How do you figure that?
Let me be frank. Some of you are criminals. course. Mr. Druitt here is very badly wanted down at Scotland Yard. And Mr. Tesla, although a foreign national, is facing several charges on illegal acts pertaining to the misuse of electricity.
My work is illegal?
It needn't be. And much the same thing pertains to you, Miss Magnus.
Doctor Magnus. And I've committed no crimes.
Not exactly, no. But you do carry on your father's work in the dark of night. The king could change all that for you.
Sorry, are you bribing us?
There are tremendous benefits in bringing to an early conclusion this Worth affair. Benefits for you all. A full and unofficial pardon for you, Mr. Druitt. And the same for your indiscretions, Mr. Griffin. Provided no more banks are pilfered from, of course.
Man needs to make a living, doesn't he?
And as for your endeavors, Doctors Watson and Magnus, full financial and governmental support for your sanctuary. Also unofficial, naturally, but stalwart, nevertheless. I'm sure you can see how your all-important work would flourish under our protective wing.
And if Mr. Worth does not come quietly?
I'll leave you to talk about all this amongst yourselves at your leisure. Although King would appreciate a firm answer by tomorrow morning. Please. Thank you for your time. I shall convey your respects to the king.
This way!
We decided to, at the very least, apprehend Adam. Stop him from harming innocent people.
This is it.
All right, gentlemen. We believed we were acting not just in the best interest of ourselves, but of the public as well. At first, we were right.
Bloody jackpot.
Cyanide. To be pumped through the city's massive network of gas lines.
My God. Well done, old boy.
We barely managed to disable it in time. Adam, of course, was long gone.
Just so you know, I've forgiven you for shooting me.
Just tell me the killing has stopped.
So we're returning to lying to one another.
Once this is over, when we find Adam...
You and I will settle down in a quaint little cottage by the sea, and I'll write poetry, sonnets, perhaps.
As much as I can never forgive you for what you've done, I can never forgive myself for not seeing it sooner.
When this is over, you and I will begin our dance anew.
Count on it.
Helen! You all right?
Fine. News.
Nigel and Tesla may have a lead. They've tracked one of Worth's associates down to Docklands.